So hey, what's up guys, it's Ben. Today I'm coming at you with another video. This time it's movies of my month. I finally watched enough movies to do one of these again. I've watched 10 movies in January, and so I'm about to go through and do the list of them. So if you want to know all the movies that I watch every month, I put them on Letterboxd. So you can know all the movies that I watch in a month before I even do this video. Okay, here we go. So first up, I got Selma. I really like this movie. David Oyelowo put in a great performance. Ava DuVernay made a great movie. It's a very well told story. A lot of great characters and great performances telling the story of the civil rights movement. Fantastic movie, go check it out. Unstoppable. It's actually based loosely on an actual story of some people who stopped the train that it took off on its own because a conductor walked out of the train, and it was set on some kind of power thing to where the train just exponentially gained speed. And so they were able to stop it. This is a real life story. So I guess that's technically a spoiler, but it's also a real life story. So the acting wasn't great. I did like Chris Pine and Denzel Washington, but it was very cheesy and it was fun though. Yeah, and the story was kind of all over the place, but it wasn't really bad. It was fun. Next up, I got Cats, the musical version. I like this movie. I thought it was way better than the CGI version because I thought that they were more simplistic with it. They weren't trying to focus on too many characters. Well, they were, but each of them had their own musical number, and then they went back to the overall point. Cats trying to get a chance at another life. But I really liked it. I thought it was fun, and it just knew exactly what it was, and it just had a lot of fun, and actually told a decent story. And the musical numbers were awesome. So, next one. Parasite. I was kind of disappointed by this movie, but it was pretty good. I had trouble a lot with the characters because I didn't feel like most of them were really likable. So I had trouble attaching. But it was a very well-told story. It was very brutal. It was a very well-told story. But I thought it was just, sometimes it was too over the top, and then not like really badly over the top. But it also just, I had trouble really, that was my main critique, was that I just had trouble grasping with the characters, connecting with them. Next I got up is The Exorcist. So, The Exorcist is a fantastic movie. It's one of my top 5. I really love it. It's grounded, but at the same time it's very scary, and it is supernatural, but the characters are really great. And I really love how the movie is written. William Friedkin is a very good director, and he shows it in this movie. So next I got up Cyber Bully. So this movie came out in like 2011. Actually, I watched it because I saw some people like doing that thing where they play the audio and then they kind of act to it and lip sync it. Well, it's not really lip sync, but more or less on TikTok, because there was some dialogue from this movie. And I found that dialogue very powerful, so it gravitated me towards this movie. And this is a good movie. Sometimes I thought the writing was a little bit discombobulated, but I liked the end for the most part. I did feel so I liked a lot of the characters, but I had a feeling within their story that they were trying to tell me something, and they were trying to get me to feel something, and I kind of felt differently than what they wanted me to, and kind of in a polar opposite kind of way. I would have to spoil the crap out of it. Maybe I can talk about it later on a live stream. But yeah, so I did like this movie though. I thought it was very emotional. It reminded me a lot of Virgin Suicides. And I did like this movie. So next I got up is a movie that I reviewed earlier this month called Run, Hide, Fight. I really like this movie. I thought the main character was really good, and I also liked the story and a lot of the other characters. And I liked the villain too. The writing in this movie I thought was very good. And also Isabel May's performance. Those were the two main parts that really stand out. If you want to know more about my thoughts, at least just a little bit more, check out my review. Next up, I got Frozen. So this movie came out in 2010. It is not the animated version. It is about a group of kids who go on a ski lift and they manage to sneak in for one last run before it closes, but there's a miscommunication, and so the people that run the resort, the staff, don't realize that they're still up there, and they close it down, and they're going to be closed down for the next 5 days because it's a Sunday night, and so they're stuck up in the middle of the air on the ski lift. And I thought it was a good movie. It was very intense, very scary. It really made me feel what it wanted me to feel, so that means it's a good movie. And I like the characters. They were pretty good. They were a little bit jerky at the beginning, a little bit arrogant, but by the end of the movie, I did really like them. I really felt for the situation that they're in, and so I thought it was a good movie. And if you're really into horror movies and very intense horror movies, this is probably a movie for you. You should check it out. Crawl. Okay, Crawl, I like this movie a lot. Actually, I like this movie better than Frozen. It was kind of in a similar vein-ish. It was very, kind of like a environmental horror movie, and I like that. This movie was also very intense. In some ways, I think it was more intense. And I really liked the writing for the most part, and I really liked the main characters, the two main characters, a dad and a daughter. I did feel sometimes the dialogue was pretty cheesy, and they were trying to also tie in some other themes with the movie, but their main focus was to just scare you, but they were also trying to tell more about the theme, like I just said. It clashed a little bit, because it felt a little shoehorned at times. But I did like the movie a lot. It was very intense. And honestly, if this movie's intent was to scare me, then they did a really good job. But it was also a very cool action movie at the same time. It wasn't like a lot actiony, but it was a little bit. So it was good. My last movie that I just did a review for, so if you want my more in-depth thoughts, go check that out. It's called No Escape, otherwise known as Follow Me, which I believe is the international title. I like this movie. This movie didn't get good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes on both ends, audience or critics. And I guess I kind of get it, but at the same time, I did really like the movie, and I thought it told a very interesting story, and I really loved the writing. And so the ending was very fantastic, and I did like Keegan Allen's character. I thought he played a really good character, and he really developed. And that is one of the things, I really like. That's the two main things, the ending and the development of Keegan Allen's character. Anyways, so as I said before, follow me on Letterboxd. That's where all the movies I watch are going to go. You'll be able to know what I'm watching. Also, follow me on Instagram. Though I don't really have a plan to stream in the near future, so I don't know. It may not be that fruitful for you to follow me on Instagram, but I would appreciate it. And then please comment what you thought of this video, comment what you thought of all these movies, and subscribe. So that's it. See you guys later. B-Dog.